Hey, though. It's the mafia. This shit for all the gangsters, nigga. Real story. Zugging out the double doors, cuz in the 6'4". Chowers hitting switches on these niggas back in 94. Basketball practice, and after that I'm back to selling dope. When the cops hit the ab, I done made a rack off of my pager though. When the WAP hit my box, I'ma hit them back, I'm on the payphone. My shoebox getting full, I need to go buy me a safe for real. It's treacherous outside, not supposed to have it, but I paid for it. A brand new out the box, Tootie on me while I'm trapping. And I hope I ain't gotta go use it, but I know how shit tend to happen. What's good, what's good, what's good? It's time for that Culture for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Pain. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ding the notification bell. The trap is open. Do not leave the trap without being served. Do not leave up out the trap without being served. Listen to me. Wack was speaking on Quando Rondo earlier about him not paying attention, and about he was specifically stating that Quando know where this came from. And when he stressed that Quando knows where this came from, it's two things I got from that. The first thing I got was he was insinuating that this came from the niggas he beefing with. Now, we ain't gonna say no names because we don't do the police shit. So I'm not going to say no names, but he was insinuating Quando know where this came from. So if you really think about it, and you got to think about Quando's situation and his beefs and his conversations with other people, his issues with other people. Well, we know he got an issue with Durkio and OTF. We know he got that. But keep in mind, let's also not forget that a couple years back, excuse me, I got hiccups. A couple years back, Quando was in LA. And I take it he was around the 60s at this time, because Quando Rondo is a rolling 60. So I take it he was around the 60s at the time. And I'm not going to say what he did because he did some disrespectful shit. And, you know, I come from that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to glorify gang activity. But Quando did some shit that offended a whole nother side. And when it comes to these politics over on the West Coast, if niggas don't understand what I'm talking about, when it comes to this particular set, should I say, you know what I'm saying? For those who ain't illiterate to the streets and to the culture of gang activity, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. We ain't finna do all that extra shit though. But you know what come with disrespect, man. Now, over disrespect, you can disrespect somebody and it might not happen to you that day. They might not get up with you the next day. They might not get up with you that week. They might not get up with you that month or year. Confrontation, sometimes time will decide how y'all niggas confront each other, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, for instance, I was in prison for a gun charge. So I'm in a reception spot. When I'm in the reception spot, boom, they take me to my cell. When the door popped, a nigga that I was really into it with in the streets, he housed in there. So he in this particular cell that they just popped. So when I see him, he see me. We both look at each other like, nigga, we both look at each other like this is the last person we expect to see. You see what I'm saying? Keep in mind, we in prison. And when the door buzzes locked, without making my bed up, none of that shit, nigga, I asked the nigga what he want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I ain't about to do is try to get comfortable in a room full of tension. So if we got some issues, we got to deal with this shit right now. You know what I'm saying? We end up, dude didn't want no issues, so we ain't had no issues. Boom. In this situation, this is a street situation. Niggas is on the streets. But at the same time, you are dealing with niggas that got money. Now, if I'm from the Midwest and I got ties to all these niggas in the streets and I got millions at my leisure, it's really nowhere you can run. If you know what I'm saying, it's really nowhere you can run at all, because while you trying to run, the nigga with the money got long reach due to relationships, and the money can make them relationships he got with other people make them reach out and try to touch you without him even being present. So we're not gonna say the people that Quando Rondo into it with don't have long reach. We know his issue with whoever the other individual, we ain't gonna say his name, but we know his issue with the other. That nigga got millions, and he can afford to get you touched from the east to the west to the south to the Midwest, especially when you got relationships in all of these regions. You ain't safe nowhere when you dealing with a nigga that's rich. You see what I'm saying? So when Wack100 was being specific about that, in so many words, he was putting it out there where this come from. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be more non-detailed about it because I don't want to point no fingers at no niggas. You see what I'm saying? Niggas know how this internet shit go. You got all these wannabe police ass investigator, private investigator, wannabe ass motherfuckers that'll go on here and start putting shit together for the police, even though it's not accurate and it's not admissible in court. It still gives them a direction on which direction to take when it comes to this shit. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want to be mixed up in them politics, but just know, you know, the issues he got. Like, I'm not naming neither. It's two different sets of people that he got issues with. Now, he might have forgotten about the other issue. That's why I'm not ruling this issue out, because this issue is a California issue. You came to California, you disrespected a California gang, and you don't think it's a repercussion behind that. If you don't think so, that doesn't have to have no money behind it. The disrespect alone in California gang culture will get you killed. So it's either he beefing with these niggas about that disrespect in California, or he beefing with these niggas about some shit with one of their homeboys, and this is some get back. You see what I'm saying? Not to mention, Wack already stated that Lil Tim done been slid on since Devon shit. You see what I'm saying? He insinuated allegedly that Lil Tim got slid on since prior to the Devon thing. Now, I don't know too much about that, but if that's what happened, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. When blood gets spilled, nigga, it's gonna be some more blood to get spilled. That's just how this shit go. So if you ain't paying attention to what's going on, that's your fault. But for Quando, nigga, you know you got an issue with the LA gang over disrespect. But you twisting your fingers in some disrespectful shit. You got an issue with some niggas over there. And yo, I'm gonna tell you like this: these ain't the problems you want, my nigga. Because I know what's going on with this, and I know where this come from, and I know how the section you went to it with get down. Because we get down like that all over the map, state to state, not just in California, my nigga. This is a fact, nigga. You see what I'm saying? But for you to have these issues in California, you moving real comfortable, bro. You moving careless. Don't forget, when you got these issues and you a millionaire and you a rapper and you moving around, you putting them niggas that you with at risk too, nigga. Rest in peace, Lil Pop. He lost his life because of you. He didn't have a direct issue with the nigga over here in the Midwest you got a problem with, and these niggas on the West Coast you got a problem with. But because he side with you, he got to inherit all them issues. Now this man gone behind your disrespect, behind your issues. Hell yeah, you need to move a little bit smarter. Because, nigga, in case you forgot, You from a team that got a lot of beef with a lot of niggas out there as far as being from NBA gang. And then personally, you got issues with people from your own actions. Nigga, you better get smart for a nigga smush your ass up out here, and then you'll be on a shirt and we'll be wearing Quando Rondo shirts until they fade from the washer and dryer, taking the color off of. You see what I'm saying? You better get it together, nigga. This better be a wake-up call to your ass that could have been you, but it was somebody else, but that could have been you. You know, I got to side with the people you disrespected. Like I said, I come from that. I come from the gang culture, and I come from the same people you disrespected when you was twisting your fingers. Nigga, I come from that. And for you, if you was the land where I'm from, we'd get at your ass about that. As well as a whole lot of other states in the U.S. that's affiliated to the same disrespect you thought was funny. You see what I'm saying? You can get touched for that shit, man. So no, I'm not about to sit here and wish the best for you and all that fuck shit because you crossed the line, bro. Stay dangerous is all I can say, nigga. Twerk.